Guys, MegaDPAL here, bringing you black to white to end your battle versus Android27 from Smogon Battle Finder. So basically I've been wanting to do NU for quite a while, but I never did a team because it's always hard to make a team against in NU because there's so many potential Pokemon in NU. I'd make a team that's good against them all. So yeah, big shout out to Andre aka Revenge Boys for giving me this team. His channel will be down in the description bar below. Definitely go check him out. And yeah, sub if you like his shit. You know what to do. So basically, Pikachu is a boss, as you will see. And right off the bat, let's just get into the battle. I believe I'm just going to lead out my Bastion. Just wanting to get up my Stealth Rocks, and he leads out with a Mr. Mime. I do just go for Stealth Rocks. He actually goes on Magic Coat. Kinda gave me, I mean, I could have avoided that. It was kinda obvious, but yeah, he's just going to bounce my rocks back onto my side. So pretty good for him. Yeah, I believe I am going to switch on out. As he actually switches out, goes into his Victory Bells. I believe I switch on out into my Electabuzz. And here, I didn't think he'd want to stay in and take Hidden Power Ice. I wasn't sure how much Hidden Power Ice does actually, so I thought he'd switch. I'll just go for that Volt Switch, try and keep up the momentum. As he actually stays in, takes that Volt Switch. Here I'm like, is he either going to try and set up something, but... So I'll just go into my Tanglaze. He doesn't actually just go straight for Leaf Blade instead of setting up an ST or some shit like that. So that's good for me, I guess. Here goes that Sleep Powder. Misses, which is unfortunate for him, but nice for me. As I go for that knock off the Dark Gem, because I thought he might want to switch and just knock off anything. He wants to, any item or anything he wants to bring in. But here I'm going to go into my Kilowatt, my Electabuzz, because I do have the Vital Spirit, and I know he's going to go for that Sleep Powder. And here, luckily I knocked off that Dark Gem because that Sucker Punch isn't going to kill, and I'm going to be able to go for that Hidden Power Ice, take out this Victory Bell. So that's pretty good for me, able to take down this thing. Didn't set up or anything, cause any problems, so that's pretty fine. Now he's going to send his Zarbot. I know he's most likely going to go either for like a Gunk Shot or set up a coil or something, so I'm just going to go into my Bastiodon. Thought it was a pretty good thing to take this thing on. I do have the Roar. I can potentially set up my own rocks, so yeah, that was the plan from here. As he does actually set up a coil, so he's at +1 now. Here, I'm pretty sure I'd just go straight for the rocks, but what I should have done is after I lived this Earthquake, I actually should have just gone straight for the Metal Burst instead of setting up these rocks. But I mean, the rocks beneficial anyway, so it's pretty nice. As I actually lived that Earthquake as well, so that's pretty good. Here, I know he's most likely going to go for that Earthquake again. So I'm just going to go into my Mischief, my Mischief, because I obviously have the Levitate ability. I'm immune to that. And this Mischief, as you will see later on in the battle, best thing I have to wall this Arbok. So what I'm going to do is just go straight for that Shadow Ball, get some damage on this thing as it goes for that Gunk Shot. And not going to do anything to me really, so that's really nice. I believe here, I'm expecting to go for Call again, so what I'm going to do is go straight for that Taunt. As it does actually try and set up, maybe wanting to set up to the fact where that Gunk Shot will do more damage to me. So yeah, here I'm going to make the double switch, go into my Soak, expecting him to switch on out into the Persian or into his Swallow to take that Shadow Ball. It actually doesn't, it stays in for some strange reason, goes that Gunk Shot on Mammoth to this, but I mean, yeah, why would you do that? It would do nothing, I was just seeing. So fires off that Gunk Shot on my Soak, does a lot of damage, thankfully I live. Here, I just like, you know what, I'm just going to quit Earthquake because, yeah, I was so pissed off that he switched on that, it didn't switch out of there because, yeah, and except now he brings in Swallow to obviously take that Earthquake, so that's not going good for me. I should have predicted that and just gone for Stone Edge or something, but I didn't. But yeah, now I'm just going to go into my Bastiodon, just to take any hit from this Swallow. It actually goes for Brave Bird. Take that extremely nice because I'm obviously a bulky, I'm a tank, I'm a Bastiodon, so yeah, take that all day long. And I believe now I'm just going to go for a Roar because I know he's either going to switch out of there, go for that U-turn. Basically just get out of there, so what I'm going to do is go for that Roar, so he doesn't get the switch he wants, get a bit of shuffling going on, adding up them Stealth Rock damage, all that kind of fun stuff for me, so I do. So brings this Arbok, get that thing away, goes into his Persian right now, which isn't too incredibly bad for me, but yeah, here I make a dumb play. I'm pretty sure he's just going to go for Taunt. Yeah, he just goes for Taunt, should have switched him out of there. But I didn't, I just stayed in, tried to get a Toxic off on this thing. Maybe I thought he'd overpredict and go for Bite or something. Can't quite remember, but yeah, it doesn't matter too much. He's a go for Bite now actually. maybe predicting Mr. or something, but I just go for Metal Burst, so yeah, that did nothing as well. So yeah, I believe he's going to switch on out, go into his Absol now, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, goes into his Absol, but I actually switch on out into my Tangler, that's the one. Switch out of my Tangler. So Tangler against his Absol, it's a pretty good matchup for me. I know I can wall this thing. So what I'm going to do is go straight for that Sleep Powder as it brings in this Arbok. The way he brought in kind of tells me he has the Shed Skin, but still I got this thing asleep, so it's fine. As you will see after the leftovers recovery, doesn't get his Shed Skin activated, so that's pretty good. What I'm going to do is use this time to set up some Leech Seeds, get some more residual damage on this thing, and then yeah, hopefully get some damage on this thing, hopefully try and get a knockoff or something like that, get rid of them recovery from his lefties and go from there. So yeah, just going to take some damage, but he actually switching out of there as I go for that knockoff, but he goes into his Persian, predicting that. Real nice move, as you will see, because I knock off its normal gem, which isn't too bad, but it does mean you can go for that Covert or whatever it's called. Take my Violite as I just fight Leech Seed. Really good move on his part, because my Tangler is a defensive boss with the Violite. So now its defensive capabilities have been hindered a lot without that. So yeah, now he's going to go back into his Arbok as I just go for that Giga Drain. Just get some damage on the Persian with his switch. So his switch predicting that, so pretty good for him. And unfortunately, this turn he finally gets his Shed Skin activated, so that's not good. I'm not going to want to take a Gunk Shot, obviously. So and I don't even want to risk him setting up predicting that, so I'm just going to switch to go straight into my Mischievous, because it's the best thing after wall this, as I've mentioned. So, and it does actually go straight for that Gunk Shot. Misses, unfortunately, but I mean, does not matter the slightest. I believe here now I go for that Taunt, just in case he do want to go for the call again. But it brings in his Persian, which isn't too bad, I guess, because yeah, it's alright to have this thing taunted, I guess. So I'm not going to want to stay. I'm pretty sure I'm going to switch, go into my Bastardon, because I don't want to take a bite. Is he actually pulls a double, goes into Swallow? Not too sure what he's expecting, but yeah, I'm just going to switch out into my Bastardon. Him switching into Swallow is fine by me, because my Bastardon is a pretty good matchup against this thing. Could take its hits all day long, because I'm hard body, babe, I'm a tank. So yeah, I believe I'm just going to go for that Roar as it goes to that Facade. Actually not doing anything to my Bastardon, go for that Roar, because I know when this Swallow next come in, it's going to take more stealth up damage, more poison damage, so it's nearly going to be taken down. But unfortunately I roar him into his Arbok. Not the nicest thing I'd like to roar him into, but yeah, what can you do? I'm going to switch once again, going into my Mischievous, because I've said this now that I can practically wall this thing. Unfortunately, my Mischievous is starting to take a bit of damage, and my only form of recovery is the Pain Split, so I very nearly went for Pain Split right now, but I thought it might switch, but then again I was really unsure, so I just went for the Shadow Ball, as that brings in his Persian. So I mean, I guess I could have predicted that, should have predicted that, but I wasn't confident because of him staying in earlier, going for that Gunk Shot on my Soak, and I thought I still needed Soak for later, just in case I needed to sweep up his team or something. So I always had him just chilling there at the back of my team. He actually goes for a bite now as I bring in my Bastardon, expecting that. Here goes that Covert, gonna do nothing, so I'm just gonna once again get some phasing off, roar him out, bring him out into the Swallow, real nice to me, and after that, Stealth Rocks damage and the poison damage. Unfortunately, is gonna live, as you will see right now. It does live for a sliver, but yeah, now he's just gonna go for that Brave Bird, try and do as much damage as he can. And once again, hard body baby Bastardon living that, and he's just gonna take himself out to recoil. And now I just went for the Roar, but yeah, gonna get some lefties, which is nice. It's a shame that Bastardon has no form of recovery other than lefties, because this thing would be a boss. But now it brings in his Persian. Yeah, I make a stupid move actually. He goes that Taunt, that is extremely obvious. I should have switched him out of there. But I mean, I'm not too sure why I stayed in. And here I make another bad move really. I just stay in and go for that Metal Burst, expecting want to, I don't know, fodder off that Persian or something, or try and get some damage on me. But no, makes a good switch, goes into his Absol, knowing full well I can't touch this thing now. So basically he's going to start setting up SCs in my face, and I don't need that, so I'm going to go straight into my Tangler, try and wall this thing, despite not having the Violite. It's the best thing I have to take on this Absol. It's the most healthiest Pokemon, most defensive Pokemon I've got on my team at the minute, so yeah. He sets up Swords Dance, +2, stab Swords Dance, Tango lives it. I go for that sleep powder because his Arbok is awake from the shed skin. Get this thing asleep, except it's carrying the Lumberry and I'm like, holy shit. I'm about to get swooped up by this Absol. As it goes for that Night Slash again. Takes out my Tangler, the first Pokemon I lost actually. But now it's time to bring in Pika Bitch. I would fuck its name up, but yeah. Here, I know I can outspeed because obviously Pikachu has higher base speed than Absol. I'll go for that Subshoot, expecting maybe to predict the Sucker Punch, knowing that I outspeed, but it doesn't. It goes straight for that Night Slash. Fine by me. Mind Game's coming to it now. I have to get a Substitute, or so I'm going to get swept by Sing. It goes that Sucker Punch. This turn expecting me to attack, and I'm finally able to set up a sub in this Absol's face, so extremely nice. So what I'm going to do is go straight for that Brick Break, because I'm physical Pikachu. As it brings in his Persian, his Death Order, just see what I do, I guess. But yeah, I do just go for that Brick Break, but obviously there's nothing there to hit. Now it brings in the Mist Mime. After the Stealth Rock damage, thought this Thunder Punch would kill. Go for that, does massive amount of damage to this Mr. Mime. Even get the Para, which is, and he unfortunately gets full Para, but this thing does have the Rocky Helmet, which is rather annoying for me. It does get the full Power, not too sure what I've done, most likely gone for the Psychic to break my sword, but I am just going to take him out this next turn with the Thunder Punch and with the Rocky Helmet damage, which is nice. Now is going to bring in the Arbok. I believe I'm just going to go straight for the Thunder Punch, drop this thing, because yeah, Pika Bitch, too much swag, easily takes out that Arbok. I'm pretty sure he's down to his last Pokemon now, the Absol, and he's just going to not go for that Sucker Punch, so I'm just going to take him out with the Brick Break. I'm not too sure if the Power Hacks on the Mr. Mime did matter, because I do have the Extreme Speed on this thing, and I do have my Soak and other pokes to deal with this thing. So yeah, GG. I hope you guys will enjoy this Engu battle for that I brought for you. Don't forget to check out Revenge Boys channel, and hope you guys all enjoyed. And until next time, leave a like, rate, comment, and bye.